Welcome to the Blue Scissors Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blue Scissors Podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. What is up, guys?
What's going on, everybody?
Not much. Good.
For those that... Well, I'm sorry, Jaja, what were you saying?
No, I was going to say I'm just tired from my nerdy things.
Me too.
Things.
Yeah,
I'm tired too. I'll talk about
My
it.
nerdy thing. Go ahead.
For those that are watching us on YouTube, which I feel like we don't promote the YouTube channel enough, but we have kind of a theme going on today. I would have said it was a Disney theme, but it's just a random theme. James came on to the Zoom this morning in his Sully hat and glasses. And I was like, oh, I have to match this. So I grabbed a pair of my Chippendale ears. So here we are in a silly theme. And Jaja didn't have a silly theme, so here he is in his Attack on Titan hat. Fairly normal out of the other two. So watch us on YouTube this week, guys.
Yeah, check us out. Keep that. James P. Sullivan. That's my guy.
Nice. What have you guys been up to this week?
Well,
I could go first.
Sure.
Got my list here. So this week I have been super nerdy. I've been doing some coding on my own. Usually I only code at work, but on my own. I've been making a bot for the Discord with my friends. So we do a monthly game night. So I'm just making a bot that sends out a reminder like, hey, it's, this person's month to do game night, and then just check at some point, hey, did you do game night yet? Or if you need to ask whose month it is to do game night, it'll print the schedule for game night. So I've been working on that. It actually works pretty well. I already put it in the Discord, and if you mention him, he responds, and if you ask for the game night schedule, he'll print the game night schedule. So
that's cool.
I do want to add a couple more features to it. But yeah, I made a bot using Discord, and the language was Python for anyone that's familiar with coding. So I wrote it in Python. Visual Studio Code was my IDE, and then if anybody codes and they don't use GitHub Copilot, you're missing out. GitHub Copilot is the future. I might not ever code without GitHub Copilot again. So that's basically this AI thing that helps you program. So you guys need to get on. If you got to pay money for it, I don't, because I work at Microsoft. I just got to go ahead and flex on you guys. If you got to pay for it, it's well worth the money for sure. I'm not even shilling. Yeah, no shill, no promotion. Yeah, it's 100% worth it. It's like a in editor Copilot that like basically you can be like, how do I do such and such, and it'll show you exactly how to do such and such. So I've been doing that. I've been abusing it. I don't know if I wrote any of the code myself. I just said, how do I do this, and then it adds it to the code. So now I wrote some of the code and some of the functionality myself. But yeah, shout out to Copilot.
Nice.
Then I finished Ranking of Kings season 2. So hopefully you guys have been keeping up with the anime watching, because you got 30 and 50 respectively to watch. So I think I'm 2 deep now, 2 in.
Nice.
I picked my next one out. I'm gonna watch Shangri-La Frontier. I think that's dubbed. It's like 12 episodes or something like that. So I do need to watch Digimon at some point, but that's going to be a longer effort.
The original one or the remake? You're talking about the remake.
Watch all of them.
I'm
watching all of them.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah. Still in playing Tears of the Kingdom. I finished up the Air Temple, so I got 3 temples down, 1 more to go, and then I should be good to fight Ganon. But we'll see. I mean, of course, I want to do some.
Ganon is the villain again. Sorry, I didn't finish the first one, so I don't know how it ends.
Spoiler alert.
No, they tell it in the opening sequences of the game. I think it's Ganon though. Pretty sure it is.
Okay.
And then I've been playing some Pal World, so we might get into that a little bit more later.
Oh my God, you bought Pal World? I'm jealous. I didn't buy it yet.
Game Pass.
Oh, right, on Game Pass, right.
Well, yeah, shout out to Microsoft. And then on Friday night, there's a con in the area. It's called MagFest. I didn't go to MagFest, but at Plus Ultra, they had a party. So it's like a Mario party, like a Mario themed party. So I went and I had this Wario outfit on. So it was pretty cool. I would say look on my Instagram, but my Instagram got suspended. So
wait, why?
Your guess is as good as mine. So what it said was, it said I was selling trademarked items. I've never sold anything on Instagram ever, so I don't know where they got that idea from.
They hating on your boy.
That's exactly what it is. I did the appeals process, so they said they're reviewing it now. They need to do a human review, because if it's just like algorithm review, I think the algorithm is what messed me up, because they said something was for sale, but I was not selling anything on Instagram. I don't even have the marketplace thing available. Because
Were
now
you
they have that.
hacked?
I don't think so, because it didn't show any flagged posts either.
Mm,
Like I just woke up and it said your Instagram is disabled. And I was like, what in the world? But yeah, it didn't
wow.
say which post. It just said you're not allowed to sell trademarked items. And then I'm like, well, tell me what you think I was selling that was trademarked.
Yeah.
But
Right.
That's
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm going through the appeals process for that now. But yeah, the Plus Ultra Party, it was fun. They had a Mario Party themed drink menu. They did Mario, there was like trivia. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of snowing that day, so I was hesitant to go out, but the roads were clear, so I was good. But yeah, it was fun. I had Wario. There were some other people dressed up as Mario. Gio, he was dressed as the Fire Mario, so with the white overalls. And then
Mhm.
Rokoi, she was dressed as I think Princess no, not Princess Bowser. What's the Bowser lady version? You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Um,
I do, but I don't
Bowsette.
remember. Yes. There you go.
Bowsette. Yeah, she was dressed as
Very
Bowsette.
easy.
So
Wow,
yeah,
that was easy.
yeah, I was tripping. But yeah, it was a good time.
That sounds
So
fun.
looking
I
forward
saw
to
that on
what
their
else they got
Instagram.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the email because my Instagram was disabled, so I didn't even I wouldn't have known about it. But yeah, I forgot I signed up for their emails. So yeah, they emailed me that, and I was like, oh snap, I'll go. So yeah, I pulled up. But it was a
Nice.
lot of fun.
Nice. Anything else that you did? Did you see Gurren Lagann?
Oh no, I didn't go see it. Yeah, I forgot
That's
about
fine.
it. Man, my bad. Yeah, that's all my nerdy things. Pretty small week for me.
All right. Jaja, what did you do?
my nerdy thing is gonna be a lot shorter than that. I've been obsessed with Power World since it came out, and I've been spending every chance I get playing the game. All my free time has
Nice.
been playing that game. So
Oh, good.
when we
How
get to that,
has
we can talk about it. But that has been my nerdy thing. I think
awesome.
I might have got one more episode of Echo in, but I didn't finish it.
Oh my God, you still didn't finish it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
This
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
started
I'm
Echo.
gonna get back to TV this week. I'm gonna balance it out. But yeah, it's
Sure.
taking over.
Okay. So Power World is your main thing.
Mhm.
And it's taken over everything. Okay. Well, at least you played it, so we can talk about it. And you, James, have played it. I have not played it yet. Spoiler alert. What have I been doing? My nerdy things this week. I went to see Gurren Lagann, which I'll talk about it later. It was a very interesting experience. So, and I'll explain why that was. Actually, I'll talk about it now. So Gurren Lagann, it wasn't what I was expecting. I've never seen the movies before, but the movies are essentially just a retelling. Like the first movie is a retelling of the first half of the season. So like they speed it up, like they speed it up a little bit, like the pacing, and they fit like the first half of the season into like a 2 hour movie. Like that's all it is. And then they change the end a little bit. But it's essentially the same thing. But so I wasn't expecting that because I didn't know that that's what it was. So I'm just like, oh,
Uh,
if I would have known this, I would not have watched the season over again before going to see it. Because so I essentially just watched it twice, but except for the changes that they made at the ends. But I was just curious as to why they would make a movie like that. That's like just the season. I thought it was going to be like some side story, that was either canon or not
Uh-huh.
canon, but it was not that. So
If you didn't watch the season over, you would have never noticed the changes, maybe, because it wouldn't have been so fresh.
that's true because it's been a while since I watched it, but they made some pretty big changes. Well, not big ones, but I can't tell at this
Do
point
you
if I
like the
if I
changes or
remember.
no?
I mean,
You
they
don't have
weren't
to
any.
spoil it.
It wasn't anything that drastically changed the story. But it was just changes that I'm like, I wonder why they did that. But the pacing was like super weird, really, because the first movie's only 2 hours, so they're trying to fit the whole first half of the season into 2 hours, and they like did like this montage in the middle of like all like the filler things that weren't important, and I'm like, this is confusing because like if you've never seen the series before, you would be very confused as to what's happening. But anyway, um, that was it. So that was the first part of the movie. So this week I'm going to see the second part, mainly because the ticket has already been purchased. So interested to see how they smash up the second half of the season or like any changes that they do there as well. But like I just wonder why they made two movies that are just basically the season all over again instead of doing like
Isn't I think the second movie is a new movie. Like
is
I think
it?
the first
Are
I
you
think
sure?
the first one was out already, and the second one is actually a brand new movie. I
It's
don't know
actually
what the plot is of the movie,
it's
but I
probably
think
this
I read that somewhere. So,
it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the retelling of the second half of the
oh,
season.
oh no, we
Yeah.
gotta look that up.
No, it is
dang.
because at the end of the first half of the season, at the end of the first movie, they had not fought the Spiral King yet, so that's where they cut it off, like right before they go to fight the Spiral King. So I can't imagine that the
Got
second
you.
movie will be something different if they
Yeah.
haven't fought the Spiral King.
Got you.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll change it. Who knows? But it was just interesting. It's interesting as to why they did that instead of like making an actual movie like with an original story. But neither here nor there. I still enjoyed it because I love Gurren Lagann, but it was just weird. But that's my report of that movie. And I can report back on the second half next week when I see it tomorrow by the time this podcast comes out. What else did I do? I have still been playing Final Fantasy 7, which I'm almost done with the game. I'm in like the last 20% of the game, which was fast because I only started playing it 2 weeks ago. So I've been powering through it. So
Wait, do you plan on finishing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it, of course.
Okay.
I have to because the second part comes out. That was the whole point of me starting it over, so I could actually finish it. Because part 2 comes out at the end of February. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna play the DLC, and then I'll probably pre-order part 2, and then just get ready for that to come out.
Gotcha. Because we know how you get towards the end of the game.
Well, yes. That's when I'm casually playing it 2 years ago, before there was any hint of the second part coming out. But now I have to finish it in order for me to play the second part. So I will be
hold her to it.
I will be finishing it. I'll probably be done with it by next week. So we'll see. So I've been playing that. So not much room for Power World while I'm trying to finish Final Fantasy. But maybe on my downtime after I finish Final Fantasy, when I have like a month left before the second game comes out, is when I'll play that game. So I've been doing that. Last night I went to so there's this group. I believe I talked about like these Disney parties before on this podcast, but there's this group. They have a company called If You Know It, Sing It. So they do like different kinds of like themed nights. Like they do emo night, they do like Taylor Swift night, which I've never been to. But they also do Disney night. So where they like, they play like all like the nostalgic Disney music from like the 90s to the early 2000s. So that's really fun. So I've gone to a couple of their parties. And like people dress up and like as like different Disney characters, and like it's like a whole experience. So I went to that last night with some of my friends, and that was fun. And my voice is a little bit gone from all the singing. But yeah, that's what I did last night. And I wore a Chippendale costume yesterday. So these are my Chippendale ears. And so that's why I'm wearing them right now too. So yeah, I went to that, and that was super fun. And they travel a lot too now. So they used to be just in New York, but they've blown up a lot. So now they have like different shows that they travel all over and do different shows in different places in the US. You should. Well, the Instagram, well, your Instagram is disabled, so you won't be able to look them up on there. But you can if you look up Be Our Guest NYC, or If You Know It, singit.com, I think is their official website.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
Yeah. They have a bunch of shows. They're gonna be in VA actually on February 10th in Richmond.
Richmond. Oh,
yeah.
That's like an hour and a half away.
Oh, never.
Be Our Guest, 90s, 2000s Disney. Oh,
yeah.
That's my bag.
Yeah, it's super fun. So you should go actually, James, if you can make it an hour and a half out. It's pretty early. So
I'm mobile.
They changed the time too. So like it used to be like later, like an actual like it used to start at like 9 and then go until like 2 a.m. But they changed it. So like now it's like from 8 to 11. So like that was a much better timing for me. I was like, this is great. I was home by 12:30 and in bed. It was amazing. So
I could come back home the same day. You come back all in a day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really fun. People, it's also a little bit, I will say it's a little bit intense because like people take it very seriously. Like you can get on stage and like dance and like say, like if like a favorite song that you're passionate about is on, so like people get on stage and like they know all the dance routines to the songs and like all this stuff. It's fun, but it's a little intense for the diehards. But it's always
keep it
always
fun. I know no Disney songs. Not to the point where I get up on stage and start singing dance.
So wait, there'll be like 20 people on stage reenacting the same part of the movie.
Yeah, they'll be like doing the choreography and like all
that
stuff.
Mad funny.
Yeah, it's an experience, and like
I mean the choreography is them acting out the movie, right? Because it's not really like dance moves.
Well, it depends on the song that's playing. Like there are songs that have choreography to them, like if they're playing like
you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, so there are people that like. So I've been to like I think 4 of them over the last couple years, and like every time I go, like I see the same people on stage. Like there's 2 people that have been there every single time, and they're always on stage front and center dancing. So like people take this seriously, this is like their thing. They're waiting for it. So
James, you gonna get on the stage?
If I know the songs, I got to do some homework before I go. I don't want to get up there and embarrass myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to get up there, but like, you could if you hear a song, or like if you're dressed as a certain character and that song comes on from whatever you're dressed as, you got to get on stage and just do whatever.
I go in this outfit.
Yeah, that's a good outfit to go in. It's true.
Do they have songs in Monsters Inc? I swear they don't.
I don't think they do. There,
Nah,
not a song that would be like entertaining to play. I don't think.
you're right. You're right. I see my boy Powerline on a flyer.
Yeah. Yep.
Did anybody sing Frozen? Well, did Frozen come on?
Frozen,
Let
of
it
course.
go?
Yeah, Frozen came on. It came on as we were leaving because they played it towards the end, and there were a lot of people there last night, so we were trying to like get our stuff out of co-check before like everyone was trying to leave at once. But yeah, they played it. They played it at the end. Yeah, they play a lot of the
That sounds fun.
tunes.
There's a lot of cool Disney songs. I'm just thinking about them in my head.
Yeah, it is
The
fun.
classics, the classic movies.
Yeah, but that's my train of thought. Oh yeah, but that's what I did last night. So that was fun. And what else did I do? I feel like I did something else. Maybe not though. Nope, I think that's it. I was telling James before you hopped on, Jaja, that my cosplays for MegaCon are falling apart. So well, not falling, not falling apart. Things are going wrong. So one of my cosplays, I got it off Amazon, and like I guess they were trying to deliver it, and I got a notification yesterday saying that my delivery is on hold because like something's wrong with like the information that I provided, even though like it's my normal address that's saved in Amazon. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. It's making me panic a little bit. And then a prop for my other cosplay, I'm just like messaging back and forth with the seller on eBay. I'm like, is this gonna get shipped soon? Because I need it by this date. And they were like, yeah, we'll ship it this week. And I'm like, okay, sure. Sure. So we'll see if that gets here on time. But it's gonna make me upset if like I don't get that prop, because I feel like if I don't have the prop, the outfit is not gonna be complete. So we'll see. And my other cosplay, if that doesn't come at all, I'm gonna just be angry. That means I have to come up with something else.
We got some time.
I mean, we have a little bit of time. Not really a lot though. I don't know where that prop is being shipped from. I hope
it's not coming from China, Shannon. Anywhere in the US, it should get to you 3 to 5 days.
I know, but I don't know. But I don't know if it's not coming from China. How do I know that? Or like Japan?
Okay.
Like I don't know where it's coming from. I should ask. Be like, where is it? Actually, that's a good question. I should ask, where's it being shipped from? Where is it?
But hopefully you get it and everything's okay and you fully suited up.
Yeah,
Yes.
we both fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Jaja, did you buy your ticket to the Universal thing?
No, but I'm going to.
Okay, cool.
Yes, you just reminded me. Thank you for that reminder.
Yeah,
I've been talking about it and I didn't buy the ticket. I would imagine those are not going to sell out, but I should just buy it.
Probably not, but you should just not wait to the last minute, I think.
Yeah.
Because then we're gonna be sad if it is sold out and you cannot join us.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, but for those who didn't listen to us last week, Boys and Nerds will be at MegaCon in Orlando, the first weekend of February. So
yeah,
you can catch us there if we have any diehard fans.
Mm-hmm.
And you're already planning.
They keep adding celebrities to the list of people going. So super excited. The Aunt May of all Aunt Mays is gonna be there.
Who? Which one?
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the list right now, but let me pull up the list because I don't want to butcher the name.
Okay, well, while you're finding the list, I just want to say that Anime NYC tickets went on sale on Wednesday, and I was like, that's gonna have to wait because I just spent a lot of money on con tickets, but I didn't realize that they were going on sale so soon. So
very soon, yeah.
I gotta buy those soonish.
They pushed the date up, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, to August. Yeah, so it does make sense. But hopefully the tickets don't like sell out super fast. So yeah.
I'm trying to pull up just the new people that they added.
I saw an email. They had added somebody to it. Their name was Shannon T.
Haha.
Hold on.
James, are you?
But I know the guy who played the voice for Miles Morales.
Okay.
Aunt May from Homecoming.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that Ant-Man. Okay, got it. Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if the panel schedule got released yet. Let's look. Let us check
Yeah,
schedule.
I haven't been peeping.
Oh, it
Melissa
did.
Tomei is her name.
It
Sorry.
did. The schedule is up, guys. The schedule's up.
Nice.
Ooh, how to grow your YouTube channel or TikTok. I feel like I should go to that.
Yeah, let's all pull up.
Yeah,
Or we can divide and conquer.
we can. James, I'm gonna need you to be making some TikTok content for us out there. You know how to make TikToks, so you are gonna be the
Me?
content
Oh
creator.
man, I got like 4 TikToks on my TikTok.
Yeah, but you know how to make them, which is more than the
Oh,
rest
you're
of
right.
us.
I got you.
They have
I'm on it.
Jedi meditation that's also at 10 o'clock. Dang it. I'm gonna go to the YouTube channel thing because I feel like that's important. What else is happening? A lot of things are happening at 10. A lot of the cool stuff. I don't like that.
Wait, this is on Friday?
This is on Friday, yeah.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I won't even be there yet. I think I land at like 10.
Oh, are you getting there on Friday?
Yeah.
Ah, geez, James. I guess
Hey, I gotta work.
that's true. Oh, you're on because you're on call.
No, I'm on call though. Monday I get back.
Oh.
So I'm trying
So
to clean up
what do
some
you
of my
mean
queue.
what do you mean you gotta work? Quotes.
Yeah,
That's
I want to be,
that's
because like
never
when you're on
stopped you
call, you still have
before.
to do your regular stuff.
Yeah, that's never stopped you
Oh,
before.
like, yeah. I mean, if I leave myself a bunch of work up until I get on call, then I'll have like my on call stuff and then my regular work stuff. So I wanna try to finish out as much as I can before I'm on call.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Anyway, let's get into our nerd news for this week.
let's do it.
um Ubisoft exec suggests gamers need to be comfortable not owning their own games. So this is in reference to subscription-based services like PlayStation Plus and Game Pass, where you're paying monthly for it, and with that monthly subscription, you are entitled to the games that come with it. But if you no longer pay, then you no longer have the games. Which is fine,
What
right? I don't think
I
it's
mean,
mhm.
I think it's even bigger than that. Even with like the Xbox 360 store shutting down in July,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Nintendo eShop for the 3DS, I think, just like recently closed down. So it's like, if like for the 360, if you don't download your games that you own, like, will you ever be able to download them after the July? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good
People are
point.
saying to go buy, like, there's like a campaign of pushing people to buy 360 games off the marketplace that aren't going to be available after the shop closes, whether the business is not in business anymore, like the rights are in, no one, it's not clear who owns the rights to whatever, but some games are just not going to be able to be published anymore after that. And it's like,
Hmm.
it's I don't know. I don't know how I
Yeah,
feel about it.
which is messed up. If you paid for the entire game, yes, that's worse. And I think that's actually a little bit different. What that makes it a lot worse. If you paid for the game like in full and you didn't download it, but the marketplace is gone and now you don't have access to it anymore, that's like an entirely different thing, in my opinion, than like if you're paying $15 a month for a subscription service, but you know at that point that you don't own the games that you're buying, that you're playing. But
Mhm.
yeah, at least you didn't pay like $70 up front. But actually, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's totally different, and that would enrage me as well. Um, just like when that thing happens when like on the PlayStation Store, like if you bought seasons of certain shows and they don't have the rights to them anymore, then like now you don't own that stuff anymore. It's like
Mhm.
that's like a whole crazy thing because like you paid for
I'm
that specifically.
At least I feel like with the subscription services, at least it's like not a hidden thing. It's not like, you're paying for the subscription. If I'm not paying for the month, I don't have access to none of this stuff.
Yeah,
Like, it's like, duh, you don't own the stuff.
yeah, yeah.
But for
Duh,
like,
guys. But yeah, but for other stuff, I understand what you mean. Like if I buy a game off the PlayStation Store and then 10 years from now, the PlayStation Store is
mhm.
out of business.
But and I disagree with Microsoft. I mean, not Microsoft. Sorry, Ubisoft.
Hmm.
That consumers should get used to not owning their games. Like, what, like from the beginning of gaming industry, Like the culture has been just owning games, sharing games, going with your friends, playing games with your friends. You know what I mean? Like if the company owns the game and I'm not and I can't share it, you're just gonna give me access to the game when you feel like giving me access. And then when you don't when you feel like cutting off the game's cut off. I don't know. I don't like that formula.
I don't think I like it either. I don't.
Yeah.
James,
It also changes metrics. So like video game sales used to be a big metric that people followed. So if everyone's only able to play games via a subscription, like the metric will now be how many people have downloaded this thing or how many people have
Mhm.
I guess you can track player count through their subscription things, but
Yeah,
like are those a
definitely.
true because like you can download it and never play it. I got some games downloaded I've never played, but like that would count for their metrics. I mean, you can buy it and not play it too, but that's another level of commitment because you drop 60 and never play it versus this is free on Game Pass. I still never played it. So I think the numbers will be inflated now that it'll be based on, subscription services. And then people can bot that too. So you can have your different accounts where you're like just botting like downloading and re-downloading a couple of times or however many times. So I don't think we'll get true video game metrics. So you won't be able to track sales numbers, be like, oh, the best selling game this year. It'll be just the most downloaded game this year. But that doesn't speak to how many people have actually played it.
yeah.
Maybe concurrent player count if they run in those numbers. But
Yeah.
it'll change the scenery.
And I mean, so like especially on Steam, they look at the player count, the active player count of game people on games. I've seen that metric used a lot when you're trying to see if a game is active. But like a lot of those games, like they all follow a similar trajectory. Like it starts off super popular, and then if it just dwindles off for a lot of that's the whole problem with the live service industry. Like 90% of the live service games just die. Like I just found out they got rid of Rumbleverse. Rumbleverse, I can't play. Rumbleverse is gone.
Oh, I
Remember
didn't know
that?
that. Yeah, I
I
remember that
came
game.
and talked to you guys about that, but I should
Yeah.
pull up the list. But there's a bunch of live service games that are just gone now without a word. And
Dang.
it's like if you're not like the live service games is all about you constantly updating the game and trying to keep the player count like kind of I feel like everybody's trying to go for that World of Warcraft magic that they got going over there, like just keeping the player count. I
Mhm.
mean, not player count, but just keeping an active game for so long and just making money off of people paying a month for the subscription.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a ripoff because like these days with like the $70 games, we're not even getting full games. We gotta pay for this. We gotta pay for the cool suit. We gotta pay for the cool like items in the game. Like I don't
Yeah.
like that formula at all. Give me my game. Let me put everything you want me to have in the game, and that's like I pay for it. It's mine. That's it.
Bring back
Yeah.
unlockables.
Yeah. Especially
True
in
Yeah.
unlockables.
subscription services too, because if you have to pay for in-game stuff, but you don't really own the game too, like that is also a gray
Right.
a scamish a feeling scamish gray area, I think. But yeah. But then it's like I feel like people have no choice but to go towards subscriptions because like games are getting so expensive now. So it's like I'd rather pay $20 a month for access to all these games than pay $80 for a singular game. But yeah, that's just because capitalism, man. It's
And you
greed.
know what irks my nerves? The season passes. I am so sick and tired of the season pass. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
You want me to pay every season to get all these cool items, and if I don't pay for them, I'm never gonna have access to them ever again. And it's like I remember when like you like especially in like RPGs or even when NBA 2K first came out with their street stuff. Like if you had something cool in the game, like a cool shirt, a cool suit, a cool sword, some cool armor, some glowing stuff, like you had to grind and get that like in the game by doing something. Like if somebody sees you with that, they were like, "Oh, he just conquered the mountain of Helendor or something like that." You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
now it's like, "Oh, he paid $50 for that." That is so trash.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely understand what you mean by that. Yeah, and then how much do they charge for these seasons? Because I don't play games like that. So like how much these season passes are like
$50.
$50? That's crazy.
Like I know, like in GTA, like if you want to buy a car, like one of the nice cars, that's like easily 20, $30 just for a car in
Yeah,
real money.
Yeah, that is crazy. I do miss the days when you had to earn that stuff just by like how well you played the game and not like had to buy it. Capitalism, everyone's trying to make money and it's insulting.
Sick.
Yes, it is.
I think they should like have events where like if you want to instead of the season pass, be like, yo, look, this is the armor that's up for grabs. If y'all go do this, you get the armor. But I guess there's not that much things in the game that they can because it's gonna be the same event you do over and over for the different reward. So I get it. But yeah, it's nasty to me. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a scam.
Well,
Like most.
looking at Ubisoft's financial picture here, their stock is down 15% this year alone. So in the 21 days of 2024, they're down 15%. I see why they're reaching for money.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised by that either.
Yeah.
Interesting, but still, don't scam us, gamers.
Oh wait, no,
Gamers.
3%. Oh, down 15%. They're down $3.
Oh,
year to
wait,
date.
what?
My bad.
They're
15%. Yeah,
They're down $3.
$3.70 over the year, but that's 15%. I almost read it wrong for a second. But yeah, they're down
Oh.
15% this year. So
I feel like that's not a lot.
they're not getting money. Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's a pretty big amount of money. Their market cap is 2.47 billion euros. So
Which
15%
is
of that is they're the boys
what
not
is
getting
what
money.
is that in USD?
USD? Let's see.
A big number. Or not as much because the euro is worth more than the US dollar.
It's like 16.3 million.
Okay.
I mean, billion.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
But their 15% loss over that whole entire number, does that really make them not profitable for the year? I found that hard to believe. But maybe not. I don't know.
Over the year so far, they're not. Let's see the last year in total. The last year in total, they're up about 1%.
I don't know, man.
So
You're still
yeah.
up.
Yeah, you're
At
up.
least
You're getting money.
at least you're not in the black or in the red.
Yeah. Sounds like
Yeah.
the GameStop boys are going to make another push because people are trying to buy physical. So,
Yeah, people are. Oh,
not
yeah,
financial
it's gonna
advice,
be
by the way.
interesting. I feel like people are trying to make a pushback to physical games because the digital world is just a scam. It's just one big scam, the digital world. So, and that's like a large. It all has to do with this. Like you can't really trust that you actually own the games that you're buying over the ethers. So, physical
Yeah.
copies. Woo! I used to prefer discs anyway. Like, yes, it's annoying to have to get up and put discs and switch out discs in your console, but at least you know that the discs are yours.
Yep. And you
So
can actually track how many copies have sold because we've seen that Power Waller has sold over 1 million copies in just 8 hours on Steam.
yes, I mean that's still digital, but at least they purchased it. It should technically be theirs. Yes. So it sells over 1 million copies in 8 hours is crazy. Is insane. So now it's the time for you guys to tell me, is it, first of all, how much was it? Oh no, you got it on Game Pass, so you don't even know. But I know on Steam it's actually $30. I looked. So I'll be buying that soon. But now's the time for you guys to tell me how you are liking the game so far. How much have you played?
I played maybe like 2 hours.
Okay.
I was playing it yesterday, but I was playing Zelda as well. So I was like, damn, I need to finish that. So not that I wasn't having fun, I was just trying not to get too deep into another game before I finish a game that I was playing. But
Yeah,
I'm actually having a lot of fun. It's not at all what I expected it to be. I don't know what I was expecting. Well, I was expecting Pokemon with guns, but it's a survival game. So you got to like build up I guess a civilization or a village, or you got to build up something. You start with nothing. You start with bare hands, and yeah. So you gotta go fight some pals with your bare hands. You gotta build stuff. So you gotta build your weapons that you're
So
making.
you have to abuse
gotta
the
build
animals. You have to abuse the pals and beat them up with your bare hands.
you gotta throw hands with them boys. Yeah.
Ugh, that's
So you go
mean.
find you a weak one, and yeah, you literally start punching them. So, but it's a survival game. So like there's like a hunger meter. So you gotta eat food when you start getting hungry. If it gets cold, you gotta warm yourself up. So you gotta make a fire or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never played a survivor game before, so it's actually interesting because it's my first time in that genre. So, for me to expect Pokemon with guns, it's not exactly that. It's more like Animal Crossing and Pokemon with guns. And you're trying to survive out there. So like right now I'm doing a whole bunch of chores. I'm farming and stuff like that, trying to get wood to build up my base. You got to build a bed. Before you make a bed, you have to make a house for your bed to go in. So first I had to get enough wood to make a house. I have some pals that can help me with building, but they're not the best at building. One of my guys was lazy, so I had to go get another one. And that's a stat that they track in the game. So yeah, I had him out there. He was supposed to be doing some chores, and it said he was like slacking or something. This pal might be a slacker. So I was like, what in the world? But I noticed he like literally wasn't doing anything, and I was like, oh, this guy, he got to go. So yeah, I had to go get another one. But yeah, it's a lot of fun because like you're starting from zero and you're trying to build up to, a functioning village or base or whatever it is. And then there are other pals out there. So I haven't explored too much because I'm just trying to farm and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like that Animal Crossing effect where you're like, when you first start, you're like, oh, I want my island to be this big and have these features. So it's like the limit is your imagination at the moment.
Have you played online at all yet, or no? Not yet.
Nah, just solo. I don't want nobody pulling up on me, stealing my stuff. I don't know if you can even do that, but or anybody trying to fight me. I got weak pals. I got one cat thing and then a whole bunch of sheep.
Well, no one's gonna fight you because PvP is not available yet. So I think it's just like
yeah, I forgot about
online
that.
coexisting. Yeah. But that sounds
I
actually
think
sounds fun.
you can like invite people to your world. I haven't done it yet, but I think I've seen like a video. It's just co-op, but I
Yeah.
wonder how that works. I want to do it.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
wait,
pull up on
Jaja.
you, Jaja.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Wait, so Jaja, do you like the game? How's your experience? How much have you played it? How many hours have
So
you
I
sunk
know
into it?
James compared it to Animal Crossing and what else? What did you say it was a cross of?
Animal Crossing and Pokemon.
Animal Crossing and Pokemon. So I I think it's a cross of like Elden Ring and
What?
Ark.
What?
Yeah. Now, if you die, you lose all your stuff.
Like Elden
Oh,
Ring
got
and
it.
Ark combined, and then Pokemon in there. Like
Really? Is
so,
it just
it's
because you lose all your stuff if you die that you're comparing it to
no,
Elden Ring?
no. Like when you first start the game, you get dropped into this. You get dropped in. You're naked. You don't got nothing. You don't got no Pokemon. It's like, and then when you first like there's a pretty like you're at a high point in the game, I guess, but the view you get, the world is huge. It is
Very vast.
huge, huge, like massive. And then the map, you just start off with a little piece of the map, and like you gotta go explore, you gotta go find the dungeons, you gotta go find everything. They don't mark the dungeons on your map, so like you gotta mark
Oh
that on your
yeah.
map if you want to
They don't
remember
tell you
where
nothing.
it's at.
Oh, dang.
So, and then it's like it's similar to what James just described. You jump in the game and it's like, all right, you gotta find some way to get cold. Like before you even start thinking of pals, like you gotta find some way to just survive in the game. So like there's a like survival aspect to it. And even once you get started, you gotta make sure you stay warm. You gotta make sure you eating food and you have enough food for the pals that you have and all that stuff. And even when in there, like and when you build the base, you can actually have pals like in the base working, doing certain things, and it's not as abusive as everyone's just like as the propaganda is making it up to be.
Yeah,
It's
The
it's not a
actually
slave
propaganda.
like
factory.
it's more like it's more like a working together thing. It's not. It's like you're good at this, so you're in the base. You're naturally just gonna go do that. Like you're a water Pokemon, so you're gonna go water the grass. That's just a natural thing for you to do to me.
But you don't
And
think it's
I don't think it's
abusive
like
that you have to
slaving.
attack the pals to get them? It's crazy. It's one thing if the other pals are
Um,
attacking the pals,
It's
but the humans are
nothing
attacking.
more abusive than anything humans have done in this world. What did people first do when they
That doesn't
conquered
make it
land?
right.
They
That
just
doesn't make it
go and
right,
start
Jaja.
killing everything there. The animals, the people. I didn't say it was right. I'm just saying it's the natural
I'm
course of
kidding.
things.
I'm kidding. It's just
Yeah.
a
Like
game. It's literally
that's
that.
just what
It
happens.
doesn't bother me. It's a fictional video game. Continue though.
Once you do get some
But
pals though, they can battle the other pals for you. Well, I mean, you can step in it, you can jump somebody, but yeah, but if you have pals, you can send them into battle and fight the other pals
Got
if you
it.
try to catch more.
And it's cool, like how like adding on to James's point about the lazy pal, like you'll get pals and you can see they have these passive abilities or status effects or something like that. And some of them will be lazy. Some of them will be good at fighting. Some of them will be good at working. Some of them will, and then, they all look pretty cool. I'm starting to see some of the really cool, like not really cool looking ones, but like more advanced ones and stronger ones because I'm done like, because you could spend a lot of time building your base. So,
And that's where I am right
and
now.
you need to build certain things in order to progress, because
Yeah.
You got to craft. You need certain, you know how they do in survival games. You need different materials to craft better stuff. So you know, in the beginning, you'll find yourself going back and forth to your base like a lot. But I think I'm at that point where I'm ready to just load up on spears and just like go out on a long adventure and do what I gotta do. I got like fire one, I got some grass one, and they're all pretty cool because like they get like their own special abilities. Like the fire fox that I got, you
Yeah.
build a harness for him, and you know you could carry him around and just shoot out a flamethrower,
Oh, nice.
like use him as a flamethrower. You got ones that you could ride. I'm trying to catch a bird one. I saw a bird one like last night. I was up till like 5 a.m. playing this game. I saw a bird
Oh,
one
that's why
last
you're
night.
so tired today.
Yeah. I was like, yo, am I gonna wake up for the pod? But I didn't care. This game is crazy. But I saw the bird one, but I had just died, right? So I was running, I was going somewhere and I had died. So I'm running back to go get my stuff. And I seen the bird one and I was like, oh man, I'm coming back. So I grabbed my stuff and I came back and it wasn't there no more. But I'm this close to getting a flying mount and I can't wait. But you got to get on this game, Shannon.
No, I am. Well, like I said, I just have to finish. I need to finish Final Fantasy first because I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to finish that game so that I'm done. So I should be finished with it. If I'm not finished with it today, because I'm gonna turn it on after we're done recording. If I'm not done with it today, I'll be done with it next week, and then I'll have all the time in the world. Not all the time. I'll have a month.
And
to play
so
Power.
you know what else reminds me of Elden Ring? Like there's these massive, like there'll be these boss Pokemon walking around the
Mhm.
areas. Like so when you'll see like this mammoth freaking Pokemon that's like level
Yeah.
38, you're level 1, and it's just like, yo, it just reminds me of the golden like guy that you see in Elden Ring when you first get out the game.
Oh.
It's like, yo, how am I supposed to take that down right now? Like,
I,
please don't
I
attack
ran
me.
immediately. I
Just
seen it. I started running.
it ignores you. It ignores you because it knows you ain't nothing to it right now. But yeah, it's good.
So, James, what kind of pals do you have?
I got mostly sheep. So one of the first like missions was you had to collect 5 of the sheep thing. I forget what they're called. So I got a bunch of those, and I have one of these. It's like a cat. So that's the only ones I have. The sheep, his ability, you can like hold it up and use it as a shield because he's fluffy. So, and then the cat, I've been using the tech. But I looked at my cat. One of his attributes is cowardice or something like that. So it says he's like afraid of fighting. And I've noticed that he's hesitant to go into battle when I send him out. So I got to get a new cat because my cat right now is a coward. So I'm gonna get a new cat. And then yeah, once I build up my base, so I got to build a house. I got to put a bed in my house. So I got beds for my pals. It also, if you don't have beds for your pals, it says they may not want to work or something like that. So all my pals that are able to work, I got beds for them in the base. I don't have a bed for myself right now because I haven't built an actual fort or whatever. But yes, it's really interesting because you can build defenses too. So like if people try to come raid your stuff, you have a little defense system. So once I get far enough, I can start doing that. But
And
yeah,
they're
right
gonna
now
come.
I'm just collecting up materials right now. So that's pretty much all I'm doing. So
And what's
I
cool
made
is
like
when
a mining stuff.
sorry to cut you off, but when the Pokemon raid you, you can like catch them at the same time. It's like, oh, I don't got that one. Let me catch that one. But I was gonna say, like a lot of the survival games, like Grounded, Ark, all those games where that they make you just like figure everything out from jump. I always am super confused, super overwhelmed, super like the UI doesn't make sense, nothing makes sense. I'm like, what am I gotta do? Do I just start collecting wood? All right, let's go. I don't like it was like it's kind of hard to figure out. But in this game, I jumped into it and I felt it. I'm like, okay, this is a survival game. I'm gonna be confused. I'm not gonna be able to know what I'm doing. And I just continued playing and figured everything out and was just like everything was like some of the controls aren't that intuitive. Like, for example, like commanding the POW. Like I feel like the controls are a little bit, it's not like a one button thing. Like you gotta press the thumbstick. You gotta scroll to so what do you want it to do? And then you gotta press A. It's like when you're in combat, that's a lot, but it's
Yeah.
not hard, but it's like not that intuitive. But you figure out what you're supposed to do, what's important. And so after a while, like, I jumped on YouTube, watched my couple PAL videos, and I'm like, I did pretty much what everybody was saying to do in the beginning. But one thing I would tell you, James, is that little cat, you need to get like 5 of them things. Them dudes are workers, man. In the base, they put in work. They just start breaking up rocks. They just go
Yeah.
ham. They just
I
start
only got sheep in
smashing
my base right
rocks.
now.
They start collecting the rocks, bringing them. But you'll find out all the pals are good at different stuff, and it's so cool because it's like I need the fire one because he's gonna manage. He's gonna melt my metals and make me new metals. I need a water one because he's gonna water my grass. I need the little grass one so he can plant the seed so that the water one can water the grass. I need this one because he's good at transporting stuff. Like yeah, I could talk about this game forever, but yeah,
Wow. Look at you guys.
highly recommend. Smash
Yeah,
hit
I'm gonna
right
I'm
out the
gonna
gate.
I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
worth
guys.
noting that it's still early access too. So this is the final product. So and I can tell like there's a little bit of like glitchy type looking stuff in there, but I mean if you go into it with that, well, if you go into it thinking this is the final game, then you might be a bit disappointed. But
Do we
it
know
is
when the final game is gonna be out and available?
A lot of these
question is
games
good
were
idea.
in game preview like this for like years. Like Grounded just came out full, and Grounded been out for like 2 years. Ark was like game preview for mad long. Like this is not something new. So I would imagine it's gonna be in preview for a long time.
Yeah, it says for at least a
Months.
year.
At least a
Expected to
year.
be at
Look
least
at
a
that.
year. So
Oh, interesting.
And I'm not mad at that. Figure it out. Like get the feedback from the community, make it better. Like I have very high expectations for this game.
Well, some people are disappointed. Some people are angry. The diehard Pokemon fans.
Why? Why? Who's mad? I didn't even
People.
see anybody mad at this game.
I
I have
know
not seen not one
it
person.
might be over exaggeration. They might have fished for the negative comments, but
Oh,
some.
before we get into the mad Pokemon people, I was gonna make some Pokemon comparisons in my review of the game
Oh, okay. So that's gonna go hand in hand because
because okay, go ahead.
people are on Twitter saying that like it is basically an exact ripoff, except for the survival portion part, but like all the pals in general are like an exact ripoff of Pokemon. So like would you agree? Or like would you say that there's enough differences where you can acknowledge that it is different? What do you say, Jaja?
There's a million differences that like make it different from Pokemon, especially like even with the way the Pokemon look. I haven't seen a Pokemon like there's features like for example the Firefox that I have. Its feet has embers, its tail got embers. Okay, you remind me of like a little Ponyta, Vulpix, Charmander type Pokemon. But like, is it an exact replica? No, I don't like the Pokemon. The actual pals don't remind me of Pokemon. It's more like the spears, that like whole catching them with the spears. That's kind of like Pokemon esque. But I think so. What I was gonna say, comparing it, is like if people are calling this game like abusive, like there were Pokemon working in the stores and stuff. So why don't we call that slave labor? And why don't we call Ash homeless? Like you leave home and you're just traveling the world for years. You don't have nowhere to live. You're just a homeless person out in the street,
Yeah.
just like battling to survive. Like there's like if you really look at it, like Pokemon was kind of, sus. At least in this one, you got to build a house and survive and take care of your Pokemon and like make sure they house.
Well, a lot of people are calling it quotes stolen and lazy, but from what you guys have been saying, it doesn't sound lazy at all. It sounds like a really intricate game. So I think
It
people
I
sounds
are
think
like
mad.
it might get Pokemon out of here, to be honest, to me.
I mean, I don't think that's true because
I don't know about that one, but
I feel like the younger children are not gonna take Pokemon. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna get Pokemon out of here, but
I think there'll always be a lane for Pokemon.
yeah,
I think this is a totally
especially in the
separate
younger
thing.
generation. Because what is this? What is
The
this game? M? Is this M for mature? This game? Or what is it?
That's a good question.
Let's see. What?
I feel like if the kids are into all that crafting and building and Minecraft and Fortnite, adding that to Pokemon is like it adds a whole level of complexity to the game that wasn't there in Pokemon.
Oh, it hasn't been rated yet, so
Yeah.
never mind. So who knows?
Like
But I
the
do see the complaints
Pokemon
of people saying
game
that it looks
feels lazy to me compared to this game.
Wait, what?
They
You said
can call
you
this
said Pokemon is lazy?
Yeah, if you look back compared to this game, there's so
Okay.
much like more. You can fuse the you could fuse the pals. I just found out like you
Oh,
can
wow.
like breed them and have them like if you there's certain ones that like similar to the other game that I was playing that's like Pokemon. What's the other game that came out on Xbox? Music. And you catch them on, you record them on tapes, and then you could fuse them, and then you could get them in different types. Like let's say one was a fire type, you can find it in electric type and poison type and all the types. Like all the monsters in that game came in every type. In this game, you can. I think there's only certain ones that you can get in an alternate type. And you can do it through breeding. You can find it in the wild. They also have shiny and luckies. I guess that's a rip off from Pokemon, but who cares? It's cool.
I
Don't
mean,
care.
I'm pretty sure the fans of Pokemon like they'll like this game. If there's room to like this game and appreciate Pokemon still, so
If they even know that stuff, that means they're playing the game.
yeah.
Like,
Or they haven't played it yet, and just from looks, they are saying that it's a ripoff. But you know,
Yeah, that's how I felt when I seen the initial trailer. I was like, a lot of these look glaringly close to like Pokemon. But I mean, I guess you can't really trademark creatures because then there would be no room for something like a Monster Hunter World or anything like that because it's like, oh, everything is a Pokemon. If you think, made up creatures are everything's Pokemon. So
yeah.
yeah, I think Pokemon has a lane, Power World has their lane, Monster Hunter World has its lane.
Yeah. So everyone
did you just
be
reference
quiet.
Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher, I forgot about that.
Like,
What I say,
are
Monster
these the
Hunter
same
World?
people that were mad at Digimon, that were mad at Monster Rancher? Are these the same people that were mad at Yu-Gi-Oh when Yu-Gi-Oh came out at the same time when Pokemon cards was popping? Like, come on, like this is the natural. Are you mad at Fortnite for copying PUBG? Are you mad at Apex Legends for copying Fortnite? Like, let's come on, let's go.
Ooh,
If you can make it better,
Same with Digimon.
good argument, Jaja. Good argument. Yeah, people should just get over it. It's fine. You don't have to play it. If you are that upset about it, then don't
this
play the
is
game.
Nintendo Pokemon itself, the company shaking in their boots. I feel like that's propaganda from them. Like they see what this game is about to do. It broke the servers. Like
It did.
this game is like the fan base that they have cultivated. We're all adults now, and we need an adult version of this game. I'm sorry, Nintendo, you haven't been catering to us. You've been trying to, stay family friendly and all that. This is what happens. Look at someone, they took the game and made it
Made
more
better.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to play it now. You guys have sold it really well, so I'm looking forward to when I get a chance to play it. Which
I
for
don't know if I
And
could
if you
give it
need
out
people
of.
to play with, pull up on
I'll
us.
come. I'll come out. I'm gonna wait till next week for my out of 10 rating because I'm trying to give it some time. I feel like I haven't done enough in the game to rate it right now because I would just rate it stupid high right now. But
is it cross platform? Like if I get it for
it's
PC?
PC and Xbox, so I think you can play
Yeah,
on.
it's not cross-platform at the moment.
Oh,
That's a
dang.
future plan.
Oh. So if I even get it for Steam, well, maybe I can still play that. I have Xbox Game Pass on my Steam Deck, so
Yeah, I
I
don't know
can
if
just
it's
get
on
it.
Steam. Is it on Steam or is it
It
just
is.
on Game Pass?
No, it is on Steam.
It's on both.
It's on both, yeah.
I wonder if the Steam players can play with the Game Pass players. I would
No,
imagine
that's
so.
what James was
Yeah,
just
no, it's
saying. It's
not.
not available
Oh
yet.
no? Oh,
No.
okay, okay. But I would if you're playing on PC Game Pass, you should be able to play with Xbox. I mean, the console Game Pass people.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just
Okay.
do it on there. That makes sense to me. Um, yeah, great. So good stuff for Power World. Good start. That's
Yeah,
that's really good numbers on your first day. So
the first 8 hours.
yeah, first 8 hours. Yeah, not even a full day, not even 12 hours. Oh, that's crazy. So
And I can
yeah.
see how this game broke the servers in 8 hours because I'm not gonna lie. After we talked about it last week, I was literally like counting down, waiting for this game to come out. Like if I didn't have work that night, I would have stayed up at midnight just to play the game when it first came out. But I had
Yeah.
work, so I went to bed and played it in the afternoon the next day. But boy, was I like itching to y'all know I was following this game for like a couple of
Yeah.
years.
We both yeah. It was interesting right out the gate when they first showed it. So yeah, I completely understand that. Well, Jaja, have you been so busy with Power World that you haven't looked at the Xbox Direct that came out? this
So I
past week?
actually watched the Xbox Direct in its entirety.
Wow. Look at that. I didn't, even
I
though I
might
just
have fell
have.
asleep towards the end
Mhm.
ish, but I did watch the majority of it, like
Okay.
in full.
And what was your consensus? Are you disappointed or are you excited for anything?
They didn't sit like nothing new was announced. We just got some like release dates on stuff that we've been looking for,
Look at that.
and a deeper dive on some of the games. Like for instance, I think the first game they did was Hellblade.
Mhm.
Um, I haven't finished the first Hellblade. Like I want to say, like I played maybe an hour of the first game. I didn't really even get to any combat. I just got to more of like the exploration and the looking at the graphics and the puzzle. I did some puzzles, but like I was a little. So I need to go back to that game because I was kind of like disappointed. Like, but from like the videos that I've seen, there's actual combat and you fight and you do stuff. So maybe I just didn't stick with it long enough.
Yeah.
So let me not hate on Hellblade, but the second one looks like it's gonna look even crazier than the first one because the
Hmm.
first one had crazy graphics. Graphics were insane. But so this one they went into Senua. They also did Avowed.
Hmm.
We got a more. Oh wait, let me get back to the release date for Senua. That one's coming out May 21st. And then Avowed is coming in fall 2024. That's one I'm looking forward to. It's like Avowed. It's like it looks like kind of like Elder Scrolls with like
Hmm.
spells. Like it's more faster paced combat a little bit, I think. And then they did there's an update coming for Visions of Mana coming in the summer. Um Ara History Untold is coming this fall. I don't remember. Maybe I fell asleep for that one. I don't remember that one. But it was a couple games. It wasn't anything. I didn't see anything like I was rushing to come back here and tell you nothing. No secret drops. Everyone was expecting a secret drop like for like Hi-Fi Rush. So it ain't
No,
secret if everybody's expecting it. But I've seen so many
no
people say,
special
"Oh, they're
games for
gonna
you guys.
shadow drop something."
And it continues. I saw an article, an interesting article about like,
Oh, I'm sorry, Indiana Jones. I'm
yeah,
sorry to cut you, but I'm hyped for that game. It looks like the gameplay looks like it could be something.
yeah. I saw an article and it was speculating, like it was just somebody like speculating, like, is Xbox moving away from exclusive games? What do you think, Jaja?
Yes, that's been our mission. We're not hiding that. We want games for everyone, everywhere. We don't want to be selfish, and because Power right now is exclusive, but it could be coming to P. I think they have plans to bringing it to PlayStation and maybe
Yeah.
Switch. I don't know,
Well, it's not
but
it's not exclusive to Xbox. It's on Xbox and it's on PC. So it's on Steam
I
also. So.
mean, that's pretty much exclusive to Xbox because that's the Xbox, the Microsoft ecosystem, Xbox and PC. Like that's their.
No, it's exclusive, but it's exclusive to Xbox and it's on Steam. So it's two different
I got you. I got you. But like that's what I'm saying. We're not big on
I don't
exclusivity.
think
Like that's not. And I think it's one of our flaws. That's one of the
yeah,
things that like that's why you don't need to get the Xbox because I could get a PlayStation and play this. I could get a PC and play this.
yeah.
So that's
But
where we lose a lot of our base. But like,
I will
I
say
don't
right
think
now
it's a
though,
bad thing.
Power World is never coming to Nintendo. Like, why you think that they would ever allow that? I don't think so. It's
That's a good point. Yeah.
There's a lot of Pokemon ripoffs on Nintendo right now, but I guess maybe they're just not giving them any competition.
mm, I
But
don't
there's a
know.
lot of ripoffs on the Switch. You can get a lot of different Pokemon
Mm.
like games.
But a game as popular as this one looks like it's gonna be, I just don't think that. And like, I feel like this is like so similar. I feel like they will not allow it to go to. But
I guess they can stop it
maybe
if
I'm
they want
wrong.
to, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like
yeah.
it's their system, so
It's this.
they
Yeah.
don't have to put it on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're going to, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. But anything else about Power World before we move on? Good job selling it. I want to play it now. I will.
Cassette Beast
Yeah,
is
it's
the name of the
definitely fun.
game that I was like referring to, and that one's on the Switch. You can get Cassette Beast on the Switch,
Cassette Beast.
if I'm not
I
mistaken.
never heard of that. Let's see.
Yeah,
That's the
Jaja
one
had
we.
mentioned it up here before. It was one of our boys' nights
Yeah.
when it was just Jaja and I.
Oh, I mean, I
One
guess
with
it's
all the freaking thousands of monster fusions that you can make in the game, and yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
I think Pokemon should be scared. They should definitely be paying attention to this one.
and that's why they're not gonna
And
like.
there's another one about to come out. Remember the other one that I'm still waiting for, where you
What other
like
one?
you could skateboard and rollerblade and like catch monsters. And
I
I'm
don't.
gonna send you the video, but we were talking about it a couple episodes ago. It was
Okay.
Power World, and then the other one that
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting
don't.
for.
This one that you're talking about
So,
doesn't sound super familiar to me, so I'm not
and
exactly
it's
sure.
not coming out for a while because in our last conversation, there's the company that's making that game. They're working on pushing out a different game first. So I forget the names of them,
Okay.
but we talked about it already.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll be following that. So the Crunchyroll nominees, and celebrity like announcers have been revealed for the anime awards. And there's some cool names on here that are going to be at the awards. Meg Thee Stallion is going to be there.
Boo.
You said
Jaja,
boo?
what?
Oh, get out of here.
Why did you say that?
I said that out loud. My
Yes.
bad.
Yes.
Oh man, I knew Jaja was a hater.
What is going on? That was crazy.
Y'all should have knew that from my She-Hulk take episode when she was in it.
Are you gatekeeping? Are you trying to say that Meg Thee Stallion is not a legitimate anime fan?
No, I don't care for her take on anime.
Okay,
That's what you mean.
that's fine.
It's like
Iman
when
Vel
Michael B. Jordan says he's into anime. Did you care about his take?
I mean, it's not that I don't care, but um, Iman Vellani is also going to be there. She's the actor that plays Miss Marvel. Um, there's a bunch of other people that I'm not 100% familiar with, but
I was
those are
about
like
to
just
say
the
she's
biggest.
probably like the only one that I'm excited for out of this whole list.
Okay,
Yeah, the
why
rest of
her?
these people I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah, but I mean, still cool. Let's go through the
And
nominees.
and she's enough.
What do you mean?
She's enough to get me excited for whatever
Oh,
they're trying to get me excited about.
just
Oh,
not
it's the
Meg.
Crunchyroll Awards.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They should
Crunchyroll
just have
Anime
her
Awards.
do the. She should be the host, hopefully.
I don't think she's gonna be the host, but interesting
She
though.
would be an amazing host. She's
Um,
mad funny.
either way, um, I'm sure both her and Meg Thee Stallion are gonna be great at whatever they're doing for the awards. Well, let's go through the nominees just really quickly. Josh is upset because Attack on Titan was not nominated for Anime of the Year. And I'm fine with that, honestly. If they would have released their whole last season at once, then they probably would have made it on here. But whatever. There's a reason it's not on here. But Bocchi the Rock, which is new, and I have not watched it or heard of it. Have any of you heard of this show?
This is the only one from the list I haven't seen.
There's
So
always
maybe I should watch it this week.
something. There's always something on the list I'd never heard of. So it's Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Oshinoko is wow. That's interesting.
We
And
called it.
Vinland Saga season 2. Did we call it?
Well, we
Yes, we
said
called
it
it.
was
You were the
a
only
contender.
one against the Oshinoko.
I like
Shannon.
Oshinoko, but the ending was kind of, I don't know. I don't think anyway. Interesting. Very interesting that that's on there. But I guess I can see it. I can see it. Best continuing series, Attack on Titan made it on there for that.
It's gonna win.
Probably. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece. Oh, One Piece might win, I feel, but it's neither here nor there. Spy Family, and Vinland Saga.
I'm interested to see the winners from those two categories: animated year and best continuing series. Because
You don't think One Piece is gonna win over Attack on Titan for best continuing series?
oh no, One Piece might win.
Yeah.
Homie just went like year.
Yeah, this one is.
13
I
or
think it's
something.
fan voting, so
It's fan voting,
the
yeah.
fans are gonna have to.
Which is not legit, honestly. It should not be fan voting. Because that doesn't
I
whatever.
like fan voting.
Whatever. I'll vote, I guess, but just because the fans voted doesn't mean it's true. Anyway. Best film, Black Clover, Blue Giant, Kaguya-sama, Love is War, Psychopath, Suzume, and The First Slam Dunk. Suzume is the only movie on here that I've seen, and I enjoyed that movie when I went to see it. So
I've seen none of these. I
you
need
should
to watch
watch.
Slam Dunk. I
You
like
should
Slam Dunk.
watch. You should watch Suzume. Suzume was good. I saw it in the theater when it came out. Um, it came out in theaters like last year, and I saw it then. That's a good film. I will be voting for that one. Best original anime: Akiba Maid War, Bride Wing, Golf Girl Story Season 2, Buddy Daddies. Interesting.
I'll
So
watch that.
do you wait? What? What do you watch?
Buddy Daddies.
What is that about?
It's like Spy Family, but it's two guys. They're
Okay.
bros, and they one of their targets for their hitman mission had a daughter, and then she like was thought that was her dad or something like that. So
Oh,
he adopted her, and then now it's two assassins, and they have a daughter, and they're trying to navigate regular life with.
oh,
All
that
right, we're
sounds fun.
assassins, and we have a daughter. Yeah, it's pretty.
Can
Pretty
she
good,
read
pretty cool.
minds?
Nah, she can't read mine. She's
Oh,
she's a regular
I was
girl.
about to say, wow.
Do It Yourself is another one. Mobile Suit Gundam and The Marginal Service. Cool. Does original anime count as something that didn't come from a manga? What does that mean? What are they categorizing as an original anime?
Good question. Let's look it up. Let's ask
I would
ChatGPT.
imagine that would be,
That's what it sounds like to me.
yeah,
So
that it didn't come from a manga. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna look it up just to.
Yeah. While you guys are looking that up, best
Yeah,
animation
it
attack.
says not based on any source
Yeah.
material.
Oh, got it. Okay. That makes
Uh-huh.
sense. Okay, so best
we got
animation.
smart.
Attack on Titan for best animation. Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Mob Psycho 100, and Trigun Stampede. Who do you guys have there? Do you think is who you guys think is gonna
JJK,
win better?
no question.
I got Mappa Studios as the winner.
So basically,
Give
the whole
the
category.
award to Mappa. Just forget the actual animes. Give them the award and a bonus. Everybody there.
They should do it like that by studio.
Yeah, they should. They should, because like if the studio is responsible for multiple animes on the same list, then it's just like at that point it might as well just be the studio. Yeah. Best character design: Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Oshinoko, and Trigun Stampede. I think Oshinoko could win that, honestly, but we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'd go Chainsaw Man here.
Chainsaw Man, cool. That's
I like all of those.
I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 has been on almost all of these categories.
I feel like the animation should I'm really looking at Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen because those are the ones that I'm familiar with, and like those are gonna be tough to beat to me.
Yeah. Best director. In an effort to not botch people's names, I'm just gonna say the directors. I'm just gonna say the shows that they directed. The director from Attack on Titan, the final season. It's specifically the final chapter, special one, which tells you a lot.
So that's
right
the one
there.
that's been nominated for all this stuff. Is just the special one. So maybe that's why they haven't been nominated for the things that we think they probably should be, because they separate that as as a separate thing. So maybe next year special 2 will probably be.
Which one is special 1? Which portion of the show is that? This is so stupid.
It's like 3 specials, isn't it?
It's so dumb. But whatever.
Oh wait, this is not even the final episode that they're talking about?
No. Yeah. It's special 1. Whatever special 1 is.
I'm over the Attack on Titan awards. They dragging it. They trying to take all the awards every year for like 5 years straight.
Oh my god! Finally, Jaja. Finally, you've said something.
It's okay. If I have to really go think about what the special one was and different and separate it from the second one, yeah, y'all doing a lot.
You see, they're doing
Even
a lot.
though special 1 was fire. That's when Hanji took out all those Titans.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Bocchi the Rock, the director from Bocchi the Rock, the director of Chainsaw Man, the director of Heavenly Delusion, the director from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and the director of Hoshinoko are all up for Best Director. Best Cinematography, again, Attack on Titan final season, the final chapter, special 1. Chainsaw Man.
Just as a reminder, a special 1 is also that scene where everything goes frozen and Eren gets his head shot off, and they do that frozen shot multiple times where they just show everything from where everyone's doing while it's frozen. Attack on Titan might get best cinematography.
No, I
Like,
agree.
I think that was pretty cool.
Out of everything on this list, I agree. It probably might win that also. Chainsaw Man is also on here. Demon Slayer, Heavenly Delusion, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, and Vinland Saga season 2 are on here. But I think Attack on Titan could win for this, for sure. Best art direction: Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko, and Zoom 100 Bucket List of the Dead are on the categories. Best romance: Horimaya,
So
the
you
Missing.
got, I don't mean to cut you off, but there's like at least 10 to 15 more categories. I don't know if you want to
Oh,
read all of
there
them.
are. Jeez. Well, we read through all the important ones. When does voting
There's
open?
one that I want to jump to though. Best main character. Can we do that one real quick?
Yes. Best main character: Bochi from Bochi the Rock, Denji from Chainsaw Man, Eren from Attack on Titan, Mob from Mob Psycho 100, Luffy from One Piece, and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga season 2. Who do you have there, Jaja? I feel like you had a
It's
strong
between
opinion.
it's to me is Luffy or Aaron.
Of course. I knew that's what you was gonna
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
I can't disrespect my man Luffy. He
I guess so. Um, yeah, well, since it's fan voting, the fans are gonna vote for Luffy for sure. So I'm almost positive that's gonna win. Is there another category that we want to focus on? I don't think so. I think we made it through most of it. Oh, best opening sequence. I feel like this is cool. The Oshinoko open intro, which is pretty good. Heavenly Delusion, the open from that, Chainsaw Man, Zoom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, and Hell's Paradise. Their opening sequences are all up for nomination. But I feel like
I'd go
Oshinoko.
Chainsaw Man.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I know next year, Mashal is taking it 100%. Wait, do any of you guys watch Mashal?
No.
Yes.
I'm going
It's
to. I'm
on right
going
now.
to watch Mashal. Mashal's on my list.
and I did not like it that much.
Hey,
You didn't like it that much? Interesting. Well, I have to watch it for myself. It's on my list. Once I'm done with this Gurren Lagann stuff, I'm gonna
Yeah,
move
we can
on.
talk about it. It was not bad. It just reminded me of a lot of other things. Like a lot.
It's
Like it
like
reminded me of Mob Psycho. It reminded me of Harry Potter. It reminded me of
One Punch Man.
what's this other one? The one with Asta
Black Clover.
with the grimoires.
Yeah, Black Clover.
Yeah, it was like a
I gotta
mashup
watch
to
that.
me, but it was cool. The main
All right.
character wasn't funny to me. I think that's what it was.
Mm.
He's like really, it's like One Punch Man funny or Mob Psycho funny. Like he's supposed to be like this uninteresting character who's OP.
Yeah.
And
like one. Yeah.
I gotta finish it. I don't think I finished the first season, James. So let me not. I might go back to it and be like,
Yeah.
it was great. So
I'm just talking about the opening sequence. Next year, it's definitely winning best opening sequence. It's like a Jersey Club song. It's actually very, very lit. When they play that at a plus ultra function, I'm going crazy.
nice.
Let's see. So this article actually doesn't say, is voting open now? It doesn't say.
Yeah, it's open until January 27th.
Oh, so gotta vote this week. I'm gonna go do that now. Actually,
And you can vote multiple times for the same thing, right?
I wonder if I can watch. No, I can't. Never mind. There's only a few days left. Like, I wonder if I can watch all the animes on the best anime lists that I haven't seen yet. But no, I'm not even gonna.
I was gonna look at
hold myself to
Bochi the
that.
Rock, but I looked it up and it doesn't look interesting to me. It's like Oshinoko, but rock and roll music, I think.
Oh no,
At least that's what I'm gathering from
I'm
what
good.
it looks like. I'm gonna pass on that one.
I'm good. I will pass on it also. So yeah, voting closes on the 27th. So make sure you all do that. Do you guys have anything else you want to chat about before we wrap up for this week?
Yeah, I got some reminders for you guys to watch.
Okay.
All right, so One Piece, the spinoff, Monsters 103 Mercy's Draggy Damnation, that is out now on Netflix. It's a one episode thing.
Right.
Yep, that's out. And you guys should watch Solo Leveling. It's really good.
Oh, Solo Leveling's on my list. So
Multiple people have been asking me if I've seen it, and I'm like, oh, it's only 2-3 episodes out. I sound like an idiot. I'm about to watch the first two, and I told him, I'm like, yo, my guy James, he told me like the first two is like all you need to see, like it's all there, right? So I gotta go watch it.
The pacing is great. The animation is great.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys definitely need to watch that one.
Okay. It's on my list. I hear everyone's talking about it, so
I'm gonna
I'll
watch
get
the first two before next podcast.
I'll get to it
Gotcha.
eventually.
That's a fact.
Looking forward to your reviews.
Oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make that podcast homework, even though that wasn't the next anime that I was gonna go to on my list. But whatever, I'll watch it.
It's just the first two, Shannon. Just the first two.
Fine. All right.
45 minutes of television.
Any other reminders, James?
No, that's all.
Here's a reminder for you, Jaja, to remember to buy your ticket to Universal for MegaCon.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, well, everyone, thanks again for joining us for another week. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at BlurredNerds, follow us on TikTok, BlurredNerds_pod. Send us an email, blurrednerds@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.